Close your eyes. Let them stay closed. You've carried enough today. The weight of responsibilities, the pull of unfinished tasks, the endless small struggles that fill the hours between sunrise and now. You've done enough. This moment, right here, is yours. No one needs anything from you. No expectations await. You have permission to simply stop. Breathe in slowly. Hold it. Let it go even slower. Feel your body growing heavy. Your shoulders melting into the mattress. Your jaw unclenching. The tension dissolving like morning mist. Tonight, we're not here to memorize facts about Africa. Learning requires effort, and you've expended enough effort for one day. We're here to drift. To let wonder carry you away from wakefulness like wind carrying seeds across the savanna. For the next hour, you're safe. You're held. You're exactly where you need to be. We're going to journey together to the Pride Lands. Not the animated version, but the real African savanna that inspired it. Where lions actually roar. Where meerkats truly dig. Where the circle of life isn't a song, it's the fundamental pattern of existence. But we'll do it slowly, gently, with the rhythm of breath and the patience of grass growing under endless sky. And if you drift away before the end, perfect. That's exactly what should happen. If you're still listening by the final word, that's perfect too. There's no right way to do this. Only your way. So settle deeper now. Let the day dissolve. Let tomorrow wait in whatever distant place tomorrow waits. We're building a sanctuary here, a campfire in the digital darkness where sleepy souls gather. Where racing thoughts slow. Where rest becomes not just possible, but inevitable. You found your way here. Others are finding theirs. If this becomes your ritual, your path to peace, consider leaving a small mark. A quiet subscription. Not for me, but for the other wanderers still searching for their campfire. So the algorithm knows to guide them here. To this exact sanctuary you're experiencing right now. But that can wait. Everything can wait. For now, just breathe. And listen. And let go. Here's something most people don't realize. The African savanna isn't a backdrop. It's a character. A living, breathing entity that shapes everything within it. The lion, the mighty predator behind characters like Simba, Mufasa, and Scar, doesn't exist in isolation. It exists within a web. An ecosystem so complex that removing a single thread would cause the entire tapestry to unravel. In the wild, many lions live in savanna and grassland habitats rather than dense forests. This surprises people who picture Africa as jungle. But the Pride Lands are real. They're the open grasslands where visibility matters. Where hunts happen under endless sky. Where the golden light of sunrise and sunset turns everything to flame. Plain zebras, those striking animals you saw in the opening migration scene of The Lion King, usually live in treeless grasslands and savanna woodlands. They need space. Room to run. Horizons wide enough to spot danger while it's still distant. Wait. Really? Yes. Every detail in that opening sequence, the animals gathering at Pride Rock, it's based on actual behavior. Actual animals following actual patterns written into their biology over millions of years. The meerkat, known to Lion King fans as Timon, inhabits dry open areas, scrublands, and savannas with sandy soil. Not because they prefer aesthetics, but because sand allows digging. And digging means survival. Means underground cities where they shelter from heat and predators. Red-billed hornbills, the real birds behind Zazu, inhabit savannas and open woodlands in parts of sub-Saharan Africa. Small birds navigating a landscape of giants. Acting as sentries. As alarm systems. As the eyes in the sky that warn others when danger approaches. African savanna elephants, the magnificent animals seen in the opening of The Lion King, live in open and wooded savannas and sometimes deserts and forests. They're the landscape architects. The gardeners who maintain the delicate balance between grass and trees. Savanna elephants usually avoid very dense tropical forests. Too restrictive. Too limiting. They need space to be elephants. Room to knock down trees. To create clearings. To reshape their world through simple acts of feeding. Savanna elephants range widely across southern and eastern Africa. Thousands of miles of territory. From the Kalahari to Serengeti. From Kruger to Amboseli. Wherever grass grows and water flows, elephants walk. Many antelope species share African savannas with zebras and wildebeest, those animals from the famous stampede scene. 12 different shapes. Different sizes. Each one eating slightly different plants. Browsing at different heights. Sorting themselves into niches through evolution's patient hand. Many savanna birds follow herds to feed on disturbed insects. Cattle egrets walking among elephants. Oxpeckers riding on buffalo backs. The movement of large herbivores creates opportunity. Disturbs grass. Sends insects flying into waiting beaks. The real African savanna ecosystem is a web. Not a collection of individual animals, but a tapestry. Predators, herbivores, and scavengers tightly linked through food and habitat. Everything connected. Everything affecting everything else. This is the circle of life. Not as metaphor. As literal fact. As the fundamental pattern that keeps the savanna functioning. When elephants knock down trees, they create grassland where zebras graze. When zebras graze, they maintain visibility for everyone. When predators hunt, they leave carcasses for scavengers. When scavengers clean bones, they return nutrients to soil. When rain falls, grass grows. When grass grows, herds gather. When herds gather, predators follow. It's a circle. An endless wheel turning through seasons and years and millennia. Close your eyes, they're already closed, aren't they? And picture it now. Not as animation. Not as song. But as living system. Golden grass rippling like water in wind. Scattered acacia trees with their flat crowns silhouetted against sunset. The horizon so distant it curves with the earth. Sky so vast it swallows all smaller concerns. And moving through it, the great herds. The solitary giants. The cooperative families. The patient predators. All participants in something larger than themselves. This is the kingdom we're visiting tonight. Not the animated pride lands, but the real savanna that inspired them. The place where life concentrates and spreads in response to invisible signals. Where water determines everything. where survival depends on reading the subtle languages of season and weather and the behavior of others. As you drift deeper, let this landscape become your world. Let cities and screens and artificial light fade into distant memory. There is only grass, only sky, only the eternal present of wild places. And in that present, time moves differently, slower, deeper, measured not in hours but in seasons, not in days but in generations. Let that slower rhythm fill you. Replace the frantic pace of modern life with something ancient, something sustainable, something that breathes. The savanna waits, patient, eternal, indifferent to your worries. And in its indifference, there is peace. Rest now in that peace. Let the golden grassland hold you. Tomorrow you'll return to your world. But tonight, you belong to the Pride Lands. To the real Pride Lands. The ones that exist beyond animation. Beyond story. In the actual, physical Africa where the circle never stops turning. Drift now. Drift with grass bending in wind. With clouds casting shadows across endless plains. Drift into the kingdom of golden grass and endless sky. Your breathing is slower now. Deeper. You're settling into that space where thoughts become images. Perfect. Because tonight we meet two of the savanna's most unlikely allies. Two creatures who, in reality, would never sing together. But who do share habitat, do share survival strategies, do represent something profound about cooperation. The warthog, or as many of you may know him, Pumbaa, is not the elegant creature Disney imagined. Real warthogs are wild pigs native to sub-Saharan Africa's savannas and grasslands. They are named for the wart-like growths on their faces. Thick, tough protuberances beneath each eye and near the snout. Males have larger warts than females. Not beautiful in conventional terms, but functional. Possibly protective during fights. Possibly sexual displays. Possibly just evolutionary happenstance that proved harmless enough to persist. Male warthogs have curved tusks that can reach about 25 centimeters, 10 inches of ivory weapon growing continuously throughout life. Modified canine teeth that never stop elongating. Impressive enough to make predators think twice. Females also have tusks, but they are smaller. Still functional. Still capable of defense. But less dramatically sized than males. Warthogs mostly eat grasses and roots. They're grazers primarily, using their broad snouts to crop grass short, digging for roots and bulbs with those impressive tusks. Like many pigs, they sometimes eat insects or small animals. Opportunistic omnivores. If they encounter protein, they'll consume it. But plant matter forms the bulk of their diet. Here's something charming: warthogs often kneel on their front knees while grazing. Wait. Really? Yes. This tough-looking animal with fierce tusks, kneeling like it's praying to eat grass. The posture allows them to access grass more easily. Gets their mouth closer to ground level. They have calloused pads on their knees protecting them from rough ground. They frequently use abandoned burrows for shelter. Aardvark holes mostly. Those animals dig extensive burrows which they then abandon. Warthogs move in. Claim them. Use them for sleeping and raising young. They enter backwards, reversing into the burrow so their tusks face outward. So predators trying to follow face those impressive weapons. It's smart defensive behavior. When threatened, they run quickly with their tails held upright, like little flags, stiff and vertical, while the rest of the body pumps with running motion. The raised tail allows family members to follow through tall grass, maintains cohesion during flight. Their speed and tusks make them difficult prey for predators. They can hit 50 kilometers per hour. And those tusks, predators have learned to respect them. Lions occasionally take warthogs. Leopards too. But it's not easy. Not guaranteed. Warthogs put up fierce fights. Now let's meet their unlikely companion. The clever meerkat, Timon's real-life counterpart, lives a very different life than the carefree philosophy suggests. Meerkats are small mongooses that live in the Kalahari and other dry regions. They weigh less than a kilogram, stand barely 30 centimeters tall. You could hold one in your hands. They dig elaborate underground burrow systems with many tunnels and chambers. Not simple holes. Complex architecture. Multi-level structures with specific purposes. Sleeping chambers. Nursery chambers. Escape tunnels. Multiple entrances and exits. These burrows protect them from predators and extreme heat. The Kalahari is unforgiving. Daytime temperatures can exceed 40 degrees Celsius. Nighttime temperatures can drop near freezing. Underground, temperature remains stable. Meerkats live in cooperative groups. Not just families. Cooperative societies with division of labor. A typical meerkat group can have a dozen or more members. Related individuals mostly. Parents and children. Siblings and cousins. Individuals share lookout and childcare duties. Not every adult reproduces. Some serve as helpers, babysitters, guards, contributing to the group's success even if they don't have offspring. When on guard, a meerkat stands upright to scan for danger, balancing on hind legs, tail providing support, body stretched tall, eyes scanning sky and horizon for raptors, jackals, snakes. And when danger is spotted, they don't just run. They warn. Different alarm calls for different threats. The group responds appropriately to each warning. Meerkats must stay vigilant because they are prey for birds of prey and snakes. Martial eagles, Cape cobras, puff adders. They live in constant awareness of vulnerability. In the movie, Timon and Pumbaa live Hakuna Matata, no worries. But real meerkats and warthogs? They have plenty of worries. Survival is a constant negotiation with danger. Yet there's wisdom in their actual behavior. Warthogs adapt. Use what's available. Kneel when necessary. Fight when cornered. Run when prudent. Meerkats cooperate. Share burdens. Take turns watching for danger. Support each other through collective action. Neither lives without worry, but both survive through flexibility and community. As you drift deeper into rest, let go of the fantasy of no worries. Embrace instead the wisdom of adaptation, of cooperation, of doing what works rather than what's comfortable. Warthogs kneeling to graze. meerkats standing guard for the group. These aren't Disney songs. They're survival strategies. And they work. Rest now in that practical wisdom. Let it hold you as you sink deeper. Tomorrow brings its own challenges. But tonight, you can rest. Others are watching. The group continues. The burrow holds. Drift now with Hakuna Matata's real heroes. The adaptable warthog. The cooperative meerkat. Let their actual wisdom, not the song, but the lived reality, carry you into sleep. You're so deep now. Thoughts fragmenting. Dissolving like sugar in warm water. Perfect. Because we're about to meet the true architects of the landscape. The gentle giants who reshape their world through simple acts of living. African savanna elephants, those magnificent creatures you saw in the opening ceremony of the Lion King, are the largest land animals alive today. Not just large. The largest. Superlative. Extreme. An adult male can weigh 6 tons. 6,000 kilograms. The weight of a large truck concentrated into a creature of flesh and bone and remarkable intelligence. Picture one now. Not in animation, but free on the savanna. Moving with surprising grace for something so massive. Each step placed with deliberate care. Elephant herds often consist of related females and their young led by a matriarch. The oldest, wisest female. The one who remembers. Who knows where water exists during drought. Who recognizes dangerous situations. Male elephants tend to live more solitary lives or in small bachelor groups. They leave the family herd as teenagers. Strike out on their own. Meeting females only to mate. But the females stay together. Mothers and daughters and sisters. Multi-generational families bound by blood and memory. Elephants modify their habitats by knocking down trees and opening woody areas. They're not just inhabitants of the ecosystem. They're sculptors. Gardeners. Creating the very landscape they need. When an elephant pushes over a tree, it creates grassland. Open space. Allows different plants to grow. Changes the entire character of the habitat. And they communicate constantly. Elephants communicate using low-frequency rumbles that travel long distances. Sounds too low for human ears to detect clearly. But elephants hear them miles away. These infrasonic calls carry information. Water here. Danger approaching. Remember me. They're having conversations we can't hear. Maintaining social bonds across vast distances through invisible sound. Now shift your attention upward. From the massive to the impossibly tall. Giraffes are the tallest land animals thanks to their long necks and legs. An adult male can stand nearly 6 meters tall. 20 feet. High enough to look into second-story windows. Their height helps them spot predators like lions and hyenas from far away. Standing that tall, a giraffe can see across miles of grassland. Can detect threats while they're still distant. Giraffes have excellent eyesight that complements their elevated vantage point. Sharp vision at great distances. They are living watchtowers. And other animals pay attention to giraffe behavior. Giraffes are herbivores that feed mainly on leaves and shoots. They're browsers, not grazers. Eating from trees rather than grass. Their favorite food is often acacia leaves, those flat-topped trees that define the savanna silhouette. Acacia branches covered in thorns that would shred human hands. But giraffes evolved for this. They have very long tongues reaching around 53 centimeters. Wait. Really? Yes. 21 inches. Almost 2 feet of muscular, prehensile tongue. Dark purple or black to protect against sunburn. The tongue's flexibility helps them strip leaves from branches defended by spines that would pierce human skin. They wrap around the branch, pull, strip leaves in one smooth motion. The thorns slide past. Giraffes browse at different heights, reducing competition with other herbivores. Bulls feed from the highest branches, cows from slightly lower, juveniles from lower still. Even within a single species, they sort themselves vertically, reducing competition, maximizing efficiency. And each giraffe's coat pattern is unique, like fingerprints, like snowflakes. No two exactly alike. Every giraffe carries its own signature written in its skin. Both elephants and giraffes reshape the savanna through their feeding. Elephants knock down trees, creating grassland. Giraffes prune trees, keep them from growing too tall. These giants don't just live in the ecosystem. They create it, maintain it, keep it in dynamic balance. Without elephants, many savannas would slowly transition to woodland. Without browsers like giraffes, trees would evolve differently. The landscape exists as it does partly because these giants keep it that way. Through the simple act of eating, of moving, of being. As you drift deeper, imagine walking among them. Imagine looking up at a giraffe towering above you. Imagine feeling the ground shake slightly as an elephant passes nearby. There is humility in the presence of giants. A reminder that we are small. That the world contains forces larger than ourselves. Let that humility fill you. Not as shame, but as perspective. As right sizing. You are small. And that's okay. That's perfect, actually. Small enough to rest without the weight of the world on your shoulders. Small enough to let go. Rest now among the giants. Let their massive, gentle presence surround you. They have been walking these plains for millions of years. They will walk them long after we're gone. And in their eternal, unhurried existence, there is peace. Drift now with the giants. Let them carry you deeper into rest. Deeper. Always deeper. Into the heart of the Golden Kingdom. Almost gone now. Almost dreaming. Almost free from the weight of waking thought. Stay with me. Just a little longer. Because we're about to witness one of nature's greatest spectacles. Wildebeest, those animals from the famous stampede scene in The Lion King, migrate in vast herds across East African plains. Not hundreds. Not thousands. Millions. In the Serengeti Mara ecosystem, over 1 million wildebeest participate in the Great Migration. 1 million individuals moving together in response to ancient signals. Their migrations synchronize with seasonal rainfall and fresh grass growth. When rain falls hundreds of miles away, somehow they know. Somehow they feel it. And they begin to move. Following paths worn into the earth over millennia. crossing rivers where crocodiles wait, navigating territories patrolled by lion prides. Zebras often join other grazing animals in mixed herds. They move with the wildebeest, creating superherds that darken the plains with their numbers. There's safety in numbers. More eyes watching for predators. More confusion for hunters trying to isolate prey. Now shift your attention to water, that precious resource that determines everything. Hippopotamuses spend most of the day in water to keep their skin cool. They're semi-aquatic, designed to transition between water and land. Their skin is sensitive to sun, would burn and crack if exposed too long to African heat. So they submerge, spend daylight hours in rivers and pools. At night, hippos graze on grass on land. They emerge as temperatures cool, walk established paths inland, eat enormous amounts of vegetation, then return to water before sunrise. They're creatures of dual worlds, neither fully terrestrial nor fully aquatic, existing in the transition zone between. African rhinoceroses are large herbivores with thick skin and 1 or 2 horns. Both species are critically endangered, hunted nearly to extinction for horns made of keratin, the same substance as fingernails. Vultures play an important role by scavenging carcasses. They're nature's cleanup crew, death's attendants. When a large animal dies on the savanna, vultures find it quickly, soaring on thermals, scanning vast areas with extraordinary vision. They clean bones efficiently, return nutrients to the ecosystem, prevent disease from spreading. Now descend from sky to ground, from large to small. Insects like beetles and larvae form a major food source for many animals. The savanna runs on insects. They're foundational. Meerkats feed mainly on insects. Despite their mammalian cuteness, they're efficient predators of the small. Beetles, scorpions, spiders. They also eat small vertebrates and eggs. A lizard, a snake, bird eggs stolen from nests. They're omnivorous opportunists. All these animals, from wildebeest to hippos to vultures to meerkats, they're part of the flow, part of the great rivers of life that pulse across the savanna. Nothing exists in isolation. Everything affects everything else. When wildebeest migrate, they transport nutrients across vast distances. Their presence feeds predators and scavengers. Their grazing maintains grassland. When hippos emerge to graze at night, they connect aquatic and terrestrial ecosystems. When vultures scavenge, they prevent disease. It's all connected. One great breathing system. Inhaling rain and exhaling life in cycles as old as the continent itself. As you drift towards sleep, let this sense of connection surround you. Let the boundaries between you and the world soften. You are not separate from nature, not outside the web. You're part of it. Every breath you take was exhaled by plants. Every atom in your body was once part of something else. You belong to this great flow, not as observer, as participant. Rest now in that belonging. Let the rivers of life carry you. Let yourself become current, become flow, become part of the endless movement. Drift with the migration, with the hippos emerging at night, with the vultures circling. Drift into the great rhythm. the pulse, the eternal now. Let it hold you. Let it carry you deeper into the heart of the flow. Your body is so heavy now, sinking, becoming one with whatever holds you. Perfect. Because we're about to meet one of the savanna's most remarkable residents, a creature of impossible colors and ancient presence. The mandrill, the colorful primate that inspired Rafiki, is known for bright blue and red faces that seem almost artificial. Like makeup. Like paint. But they're real. Natural. Produced by skin structure and blood vessels and pigments that evolved for a specific purpose. They also have brightly colored rumps used in social displays. Blue, red, pink, purple, a rainbow painted on flesh, signaling health, advertising status. Mandrills live mainly in rainforests and some savanna areas. They're forest creatures primarily, but their range extends into forest-savanna transition zones. Gabon holds the largest mandrill populations. Dense rainforests where they can move through trees and forage on forest floors. Mandrills have large heads and ridged facial skin. The ridges run vertically along the snout. Bright blue grooves separated by red ridges. Their fur is usually brown or tan, drab compared to the spectacular face and rump, but functional. They are omnivores eating fruit, seeds, insects, frogs, and eggs. Opportunistic feeders, taking whatever the forest and forest edge provide. Mandrills move in large troops that can number dozens or hundreds. The largest troops ever recorded contained over 1,300 individuals. Massive gatherings. Their predators include leopards and large snakes. In the forest, these are the main threats. Mandrills can run at speeds of around 40 kilometers per hour when escaping danger. Fast for their size. Fast enough to reach trees or dense cover. But sometimes they fight. Adult males are formidable. Large canine teeth. Powerful jaws. Willing to defend troop members. In The Lion King, Rafiki serves as the wise mystic. The one who understands the circle of life. Who sees connections others miss. Real mandrills don't perform ceremonies or paint. But there's wisdom in their actual existence. Those impossible colors encode information, broadcasting health and status constantly. It's honest signaling. Can't hide what you are when your face literally changes color with your condition. As you sink deeper into rest, consider the mandrill's transparency. That constant broadcasting of internal state. Humans do the opposite. Hide so much. Present carefully curated versions of ourselves. Mask what we feel. Sometimes that's necessary. Sometimes it's exhausting. Tonight, as you drift into sleep, you can let that performance go. No one's watching. No one's judging. Let your colors fade. Let your display rest. Let yourself be undefined, unobserved. In sleep, we're all equal. Status dissolved. Hierarchies irrelevant. And there's profound peace in that anonymity. That temporary release from social positioning. Rest now without color. Without display. Without the need to signal anything to anyone. Just be. Formless. Undefined. free, like a mandrill in the darkness where colors don't show, where all are equal. Drift now. Let the bright colors fade to darkness. Let everything dissolve into the quiet anonymity of rest. You're barely here anymore. Just the faintest awareness remaining. Perfect. Because we're rising up now. Above the grass. Above the earthbound dramas. To see the savanna from the perspective of wings. The red-billed hornbill, the real bird behind Zazu, is a small bird with a thin red bill. Delicate instrument. Curved. Perfectly shaped for its specific niche. Their bodies are grayish-brown with white underparts. Cryptic coloration. Camouflage against bark and leaf litter. Their wings have black and white spotted feathers. Pattern breaking, making it difficult for predators to track them in flight. Males and females look very similar. Unlike many bird species where males are showier, hornbills don't advertise their sex through plumage. They feed on insects and small animals. Ground foragers primarily. Hopping through leaf litter. Catching flying insects. They often search for food on or near the ground. Among the herbivore herds, where large feet disturb insects. But it's their breeding behavior that makes hornbills truly remarkable. Red-billed hornbills have unusual nesting behavior. So unusual it seems almost invented. The female seals herself inside a tree cavity while nesting. Uses mud and droppings to wall herself in, leaving only a narrow slit. Wait. Really? Yes. She imprisons herself voluntarily. For weeks. Sometimes months. The male passes food through a narrow slit. Feeding her. Feeding the chicks when they hatch. Making hundreds of trips. Thousands of trips. Inside, she's safe from predators. Snakes can't enter. Monkeys can't reach her. She can molt and grow new feathers while protected. But she's completely dependent on the male. If he dies, she and the chicks will die. Sealed in darkness. It's extreme trust. Extreme vulnerability. Extreme partnership. The male must be faithful. Must be tireless. Must subordinate everything to feeding his imprisoned family. And males do this. They perform. They deliver. Day after day until the female breaks out. Hornbills can live for well over a decade. Long-lived for small birds. Pairs stay together for years. Sometimes for life. In The Lion King, Zazu serves as the loyal majordomo. The one who reports. Who stays faithful despite mockery. Who serves with dedication. Real hornbills embody that devotion. Not to a king, but to family. To partnership. To promises made through biology rather than words. As you drift into the final layers of sleep, hold this image, a male hornbill flying through acacia trees. Carrying an insect to a narrow slit. Where his mate waits in darkness. He's made this trip 50 times today. We'll make it 50 more times tomorrow. 4 weeks. Without fail. This is devotion. This is partnership. This is trust made visible through tireless action. Rest now in thoughts of partnership. Of promises kept through small, repeated actions. Somewhere, a hornbill flies through evening light, carrying an insect, returning to a promise. The flight continues. The slit waits. The promise holds. Let it carry you now, into the darkness where promises are kept, where devotion is demonstrated through tireless repetition. Drift now with the wings over grassland, with the faithful returner. Let it hold you as you fall. Gone now, almost completely, just the faintest thread of awareness. But stay, just a moment more, because the sun is setting on our savanna, and as darkness falls, the true rulers emerge. The lion, the species behind Simba, Mufasa, Scar, and Nala, are the only truly social big cats. All other great cats, tigers, leopards, jaguars, they're solitary. Solitary hunters. Solitary lives. But lions chose society, cooperation, family. They live in groups called prides, not herds or flocks. Prides. The word itself suggesting dignity, majesty. A pride usually contains related females, cubs, and a coalition of males. The females are the stable core. Sisters, mothers and daughters, multi-generational bonds. Males come and go, hold territory for a few years, father cubs, then are displaced by younger, stronger coalitions. Lionesses do most of the hunting, working together, surrounding prey. Different individuals taking different roles. Chasers, ambushers, blockers. Cooperative hunting allows them to take prey larger than themselves. Buffalo, giraffe, even young elephants occasionally. Male lions mainly defend territory and cubs. Their size and intimidating manes serve this purpose. They patrol borders, roar warnings, fight intruders. Lion coalitions are often brothers or close relatives. 2 or 3 males who grew up together, who faced exile together, who conquered territory together. When new males take over a pride, they may kill existing cubs. It's brutal, disturbing from a human perspective. But females resist, fight to protect cubs. Sometimes succeed, sometimes fail. Lions primarily hunt medium to large herbivores. Zebra, wildebeest, buffalo, whatever they can successfully kill. A lion's roar can be heard up to about 8 kilometers away, 5 miles, carrying across the savanna in still night air. It's advertising. This is our territory. We are here. Lion territories can span hundreds of square kilometers. Huge areas, defended against intrusion, patrolled regularly. In The Lion King, the story centers on pride, on family, on the responsibility that comes with power, on the circle of life maintained through proper leadership. Real lions embody these themes, not through consciousness or morality, but through behavior evolved over millions of years. Prides are families. Complicated, violent, loving, cooperative families. Bound by blood and territory and shared survival. As you drift into the deepest sleep, let the lion's roar echo through your mind. that powerful sound, that announcement of presence. But tonight, the roar is distant. You're safe. Not in their territory. You can listen to the power in that sound without fear. Somewhere on the dark savanna, a pride rests. Bellies full. Cubs playing. Females grooming each other. Males watching the perimeter. It's family. And in their resting, in the quiet moments between hunts, there is peace. Predators rest too. Power itself must sleep. Rest now with the lions. Let their power hold you without threatening you. You're part of the pride tonight. Safe in numbers. Protected by strength greater than your own. Let the distant roar fade. Let the savanna night settle. And sleep. Just sleep. You're almost gone now. Barely a whisper of awareness. Perfect. Because we've reached the final truth. The creatures most misunderstood. The spotted hyena, the species that inspired Shensi, Bonsai, and Ed, are powerful carnivores and scavengers. Misunderstood. Maligned in stories and films. But remarkable in reality. Their fur is usually yellow or gray with dark spots. Each individual's pattern unique. They have 4 toes with non-retractable claws. Built for running. For endurance. A short mane runs along their back. Erectile hair that stands up when they're excited or aggressive. Spotted hyenas live in complex social groups called clans. Structured. Hierarchical. With roles and ranks as intricate as any primate society. Their societies are matriarchal with females dominant over males. Larger. More aggressive. Controlling access to food and territory. Hyenas produce more than 11 different vocal sounds. A sophisticated communication system. Their famous giggle can signal excitement or submission. Contrary to popular belief, it's not laughter at others' misfortune. It's communication. They are efficient hunters that can take down large prey. Despite their reputation as scavengers, hyenas hunt more than they scavenge. They're endurance hunters. Running prey to exhaustion. Working cooperatively. Their main natural competitors are lions. The 2 species exist in constant tension. Stealing kills from each other. Fighting over carcasses. Lions are stronger individually. But hyenas often have numbers. In The Lion King, hyenas are villains. Laughing antagonists allied with Scar. Inhabitants of the shadowy lands beyond Pride Rock. But real hyenas are survivors. Intelligent. Social. Successful predators in their own right. They're not evil. They're not good. They're hyenas. Filling their niche. Playing their role in the circle. And in that balance between hunters, the savanna finds equilibrium. Not peace. Not harmony in the gentle sense. But balance. Lions kill. Hyenas scavenge and hunt. Vultures clean bones. Insects process remains. Nutrients return to soil. Grass grows. Herbivores eat. The circle remains unbroken. From rain to grass to herbivore to predator to scavenger to soil to rain again. Everything that dies feeds life. Nothing is wasted. You're part of this circle, not separate, not observing from outside, part of it. Tonight, as you drift into complete sleep, let that truth settle into you. You are not separate from nature. You are nature, temporarily organized into human form. Rest now in that belonging. Let it hold you like the earth holds everything. You are grass and predator and scavenger. You are rain and soil. You are the circle itself. And when consciousness fades into sleep, you return to the source, to the unbroken circle. Sleep well, dear friend. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. The savanna continues. The circle turns. The rain will fall again. And you are part of it all. Always have been. Always will be. Rest now in that eternal belonging. The circle holds you. The savanna keeps you. Sleep. Just sleep. You made it through, sleepy soul. Or perhaps you didn't. Perhaps you drifted away chapters ago, which is exactly what should have happened. If these whispered secrets of the Pride Lands helped you find rest, if this sanctuary gave you peace, consider helping other wanderers find their way here. A quiet subscription. A gentle share. Not for me, but for them. For the other sleepy souls still searching. We'll be here, whispering wonder about the real Pride Lands into the darkness, building this campfire bigger, brighter, warmer. Welcome home. Rest well. Always.